Tonight, when you lay your head on your pillow, something extraordinary happens that science still cannot fully explain. Your eyes shut, your body becomes motionless, yet your mind embarks on journeys that defy every law of physics and logic. You find yourself flying through impossible landscapes, having conversations with people who died decades ago, or living entire lifetimes in what feels like minutes. But here's what nobody talks about: what if these aren't just random electrical impulses firing in your brain? What if your dreams are actually glimpses into something far more mysterious than we've ever dared to consider? The sleeping mind holds secrets that challenge everything we think we know about reality, consciousness, and the very nature of existence itself. And tonight I'm going to reveal truths about dreaming that will completely change. Let me start with something that will blow your mind right away. When you enter deep sleep, your brain doesn't just stay active, it becomes a powerhouse of energy consumption that rivals your most intense waking moments. Scientists have discovered that during certain phases of sleep, particularly during REM stages, your brain burns through glucose at rates that exceed even complex problem solving or intense physical activity. This isn't rest. This is your mind operating at maximum capacity. But for what purpose? Think about this logically. If sleep was simply about physical recovery, why would your brain need to work harder than when you're awake, running, solving problems, or learning new skills? The answer lies in what your sleeping mind is actually doing, and it's far stranger than anyone imagined. Your brain during sleep. Then there's the unsettling reality of prophetic dreaming. Throughout documented history, countless individuals have experienced dreams that later manifest in waking life with startling accuracy. These aren't vague, symbolic interpretations. These are specific, detailed previews of future events that unfold exactly as dreamed. Napoleon Bonaparte reportedly saw his defeat at Waterloo in a dream months before the battle occurred. Mark Twain dreamed of his brother's death, including the specific details of the funeral arrangement weeks before it happened. But perhaps most intriguing are the dreams of ordinary people who dream of meeting strangers only to encounter those exact individuals days or weeks later with the same faces, voices, and even clothing they saw in their dreams. If the brain simply creates random images during sleep, how can it generate faces of people you've never seen who later appear in your waking life? The mystery deepens when we examine the phenomenon of dream healing. There are documented cases of people receiving solutions to complex problems, medical diagnoses, or even scientific breakthroughs through dreams. Kekulé discovered the structure of. But here's where things get truly strange. Some researchers believe that during sleep, consciousness doesn't remain confined within the physical brain. Instead, it may temporarily separate and access what some call the collective unconscious or universal information field. This would explain why dreams can provide knowledge you never learned, predict events you couldn't logically foresee, and connect you with experiences beyond your personal history. Let's explore one of the most compelling pieces of evidence: lucid dreaming. When you become aware that you're dreaming while still in the dream state, you gain the ability to consciously control and manipulate the dream environment. This proves that even in sleep, a part of your awareness remains active and capable of making deliberate choices. But lucid dreamers report something even more fascinating. Advanced lucid dreamers describe accessing what they call dream libraries, vast repositories of knowledge and information that seem to exist independent of their personal memories. They report learning new languages, meeting teachers who provide instruction in subjects they've never studied, and some lucid dreamers even report shared lucid experiences where they intentionally meet other dreamers in the same dream space and later confirm details of their shared adventure. This suggests that dream consciousness might operate in dimensions beyond individual brain activity. The timing of dreams also reveals something extraordinary. Time perception in dreams operates by completely different rules than waking consciousness. You might experience what feels like days or weeks of dream time, while only minutes pass in real time. This time dilation effect has been measured and confirmed by sleep researchers who find that the subjective experience of dream time can be hundreds of times longer than the actual sleep period. But here's what's really mind-bending. Some advanced dreamers report accessing what they describe as different time streams entirely past, present, and future, seeming to exist simultaneously in the dream state. They describe meeting their past self. This brings us to one of the most controversial theories about dreaming, the idea that dreams might actually be windows into parallel dimensions or alternate realities. Quantum physics has introduced the concept of infinite parallel universes existing simultaneously, each containing slightly different versions of reality. Some researchers theorize that during sleep, consciousness might briefly shift into these alternate dimensions, experiencing different versions of our lives or completely different realities altogether. This would explain why some dreams feel more real than reality itself, why dream environments often have consistent geography that you can revisit night after night, and why some people report living entire alternate lives in their dreams, complete with different families, careers, and life histories that feel absolutely authentic. The phenomenon of recurring dreams adds another layer to this mystery. Many people experience the same dream repeatedly, sometimes for years. These aren't just similar. Even more intriguing are progressive recurring dreams, where the dream continues from where it left off, like episodes in a television series. People report living entire second lives in these progressive dreams, aging within the dream timeline, forming relationships that continue from night to night, and experiencing character development that spans months or years of dream time. The emotional intensity of dreams provides another clue about their true nature. Dream emotions often feel more vivid and powerful than waking emotions. You can wake up from a dream feeling devastated by the loss of someone who doesn't exist, or experiencing profound love for a dream character you've never met. This emotional authenticity suggests that dreams aren't just random brain static, they're genuine experiences that affect us at the deepest levels. Consider also the phenomenon of nightmare paralysis, where dreamers become trapped in terrifying dreams, unable to wake up despite being aware that they're dreaming. These experiences can last for what feels like hours of Some researchers believe that nightmare paralysis occurs when consciousness becomes stuck between dimensions, unable to fully return to normal waking awareness. This explains why these experiences feel so intensely real, and why they can have lasting psychological effects that persist long after waking. The healing power of dreams represents yet another mystery. People report receiving medical guidance through dreams that leads to successful treatment of physical ailments. There are documented cases of individuals dreaming about specific herbs, remedies, or even surgical procedures that later prove medically sound despite having no prior medical knowledge. Dreams also seem to facilitate emotional and psychological healing. Many people work through trauma, process grief, and resolve internal conflicts through dream experiences that feel more therapeutic than traditional counseling. The dream state appears to provide a safe space where the mind can confront. Perhaps most remarkably are the dreams of those who have lost loved ones. Visitation dreams, where deceased family members or friends appear to provide comfort, guidance, or important information. These dreams feel distinctly different from regular dreams. They have a quality of reality that dreamers describe as unmistakable, and the deceased often share information that the dreamer couldn't have known. The scientific explanation for visitation dreams is that they're wish fulfillment or the brain processing grief, but many of these dreams include specific, accurate information that the dreamer later verifies, information about hidden objects, family secrets, or important messages that the deceased wanted to convey. This brings us to one of the most profound questions about dreaming. Do we truly create our dreams, or do we discover them? When you dream of places you've never been, people you've never met, and knowledge you've never learned, where does this content originate? If the brain simply generates random content during sleep, some consciousness researchers propose that during sleep, individual consciousness temporarily merges with a larger universal consciousness field that contains all knowledge, all possible experiences, and all potential realities. This would explain the seemingly infinite creativity of dreams, the prophetic accuracy of some dream content, and the shared experiences reported by different dreamers. The implications of this theory are staggering. It suggests that consciousness isn't produced by the brain, but rather accessed through the brain like a radio receiving signals from a vast broadcasting station during sleep. When the brain's filters and logical constraints are relaxed, consciousness can tune into information channels that are normally blocked during waking hours. This might explain why many great discoveries, insights, and creative breakthroughs occur during sleep or in the drowsy state between sleep and waking, when the brain's analytical filters are temporarily disabled, allowing access to information from beyond normal sensory. The phenomenon of false awakening adds another dimension to dream mysteries. You dream that you've woken up, gotten dressed, and started your day only to actually wake up and realize the entire morning was part of your dream. Sometimes this happens multiple times in sequence, creating layers of false reality that challenge your ability to distinguish between sleeping and waking states. These nested dreams suggest that consciousness can operate on multiple levels, simultaneously experiencing different layers of reality that each feel completely authentic. This multi-layered awareness hints at the possibility that consciousness itself might exist on multiple dimensions rather than being confined to a single level of reality. Recent research into the neurochemistry of dreams has revealed that the brain produces naturally occurring psychedelic compounds during sleep, including small amounts of dimethyltryptamine, or DMT. The presence of these compounds during sleep might explain why dreams often have the same otherworldly quality reported by people who use psychedelic substances, the same sense of accessing profound truths, meeting non-human entities, and experiencing realities that feel more real than ordinary waking life. But perhaps the most compelling evidence for the mysterious nature of dreams comes from studying people who have never experienced normal sensory input. People born blind often dream in vivid visual detail, seeing colors, faces, and landscapes they've never experienced through their eyes. People born deaf dream with perfect hearing, including music and sounds they've never heard. How can the brain generate sensory experiences it has never received? This suggests that dream consciousness might access sensory information through channels beyond the physical sense organs, supporting the theory that dreaming consciousness operates independently of normal brain function. The mystery of dream memory provides final evidence for the extraordinary nature of dreams you can experience. Some researchers believe this forgetting mechanism exists to prevent dream memories from interfering with waking life reality, but others suggest that dream experiences aren't meant to be remembered by the normal conscious mind. Instead, they influence you on subconscious levels, providing guidance, healing, and information that affects your waking life without your conscious awareness. The truth about dreaming remains one of humanity's greatest unsolved mysteries. What we do know is that dreams are far more than random brain activity. They're complex, meaningful experiences that connect us to information, knowledge, and realities beyond our normal waking awareness. Whether dreams are windows into parallel dimensions, communications from universal consciousness, or something else entirely, they represent proof that consciousness itself is far more mysterious and powerful than we ever. If this exploration of dream mysteries has opened your mind to new possibilities about the nature of consciousness and reality, drop a comment below with the word awaken to show that you're ready to question everything you thought you knew about sleep, dreams, and the true potential of human consciousness. Because understanding your dreams might just be the key to understanding the deepest secrets of existence itself.
If this journey into the mysteries of dreaming awakens something within you, don't let it end here. Tap the link on your screen or in the description to watch my next video, where we go even deeper into the hidden truths of consciousness. And before you drift away, make sure to subscribe to Arcane Horizons, because the next mystery awaits you.